Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, where I have a bit of a problem with Paladin Thule. It's not that I don't like Paladin Thule, he's an amazing tank, but that's kind of really all he's good at. He's a bit of a one-trick pony, because he's great at taking hits, but he doesn't really do much damage. Now you can do something about that by respecing his abilities or giving him additional ability points with the level 1 Apothecary upgrade, which allows you to commune with the fallen and learn from the wisdom of brothers who have fallen in battle before you. The problem is, and this is kind of a nice problem to have I admit, is none of my brothers have fallen in battle. But we can fix that. Step forward, Brother Interceptor, Oberon Isard. You have been selected for special duties. I know you will not fail the Emperor.
Why is it we detect these seeds so often in the ruins of our great ecclesiarchy?
It is the Plague Lord mocking us, Purifier. He mocks the edifice of our Imperium. This bloom is only one of countless jibes.
We will undo every one of his jests, brothers. The seeds lay ahead. Extract or destroy them.
Right, a nice, simple kill all of the seed carriers mission. 3 seed carriers wandering around attached to random patrols. Find them, kill them, harvest the seeds, get out. Although I have selected the glorious deed to kill 5 enemies with grenades. And yes, I did remember to equip the grenades. So, we just have to ensure that Oberon Isard here, our rank 3 Interceptor, this poor sucker, we just have to ensure does not return from this mission unscathed. And you know, that can actually be harder than it sounds. I mean, leaving aside the fact that he is just a rank 3 Interceptor, and you'd think it would be really easy to get him killed. But Marines are tough. I mean, there's a reason why I don't have any fallen brothers yet. It's not because I've been playing the game especially well. Marines have a resilience stat, and I think it starts at 3 resilience, or possibly 4. But basically what this means is that's the number of times a Marine can actually be killed, or suffer injuries that would easily kill a normal human. But Marines can recover from that. I mean, they're going to be wounded for a long time after suffering a critical wound. But even during one mission, a Marine can take a critical wound and then just get back up again after a couple of turns. Now, this costs them one of their resilience points, and eventually, if they keep taking critical wounds... Oh, hello. That looks really nasty. That's one of those feated bloat drones. And friends. And I've no idea what that is. I think that's the... oh yeah, a plague marine with a hazard spray. Oh, actually. Second patrol, third patrol. Okay, right. Oh, wait, no, this is just a random patrol. This isn't even one of the seed carriers. The seed carriers, all 3 of them are still out there. Alright, so we'll come back on to resilience in a moment, but for now, Brother Interceptor, go on, my son. Don't worry, we've got you covered. See just how hard it can be, even when you're trying to get a Marine killed. Even when you're taking a rank 3 Marine and putting him into missions that are a bit of a challenge for rank 9 Marines, it's surprisingly difficult. I mean, there's no way he is not coming out of this entire mission without a critical wound and losing a resilience point.
It cannot focus.
But, well, just watch and see. So, don't worry, brother, you've got this. Remember, I need to kill 5 enemies with grenades. Yes, I know I'm using a grenade on 1 enemy, but I need to kill 5 enemies with grenades. So there's 1, 4 to go. Right then, Chaplain Storm. I think yeah, we're all just gonna sit back here and watch you do your stuff, Brother Interceptor. Don't worry, you've got this. You'll be fine.
Yes, Commander.
And the thing is, he might actually be fine. Because he is an Interceptor in melee combat. And that's basically what they're for, even if he is only rank 3. So, what's going to happen? What's the bloat drone up to? Oh, yeah, we need to move the rest of the squad. Plague Marine shoots at Brother Interceptor Assad, and then sets up Overwatch. Right.
Standing.
So, now be careful you don't walk through that Overwatch, brother. That would be clumsy. Go on, brother. Have him. You've got this. He probably does have this. Yeah. And there's the stun. Right, we need to move the rest of the squad out of the area effect of that blast attack from the bloat drone. Can we finish that guy off with a grenade? It seems a bit wasteful. I don't have unlimited grenades after all. I'm going to need to take a group out with 1 grenade to ensure that I can do it with the grenades that I have available. So we'll just move Ilanthus over here. Don't worry, brother. We'll take care of the bloat drone. You handle that guy.
Yes, sir.
And I'll just set up some multiple zones of Overwatch to cover the bloat drone when it lands. And that doesn't quite have the range. We'll move Thoros up 1. There we go. Right then. And here it comes. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Now it's going to try to move, and we almost got it, actually. Wow. Overwatch working. Oh, that was uncalled for. No apothecary on this mission, and I don't believe anybody has a Medicae servo skull either, because I've stacked everybody with grenades. Anyway, the Plague Marine tries to make a run for it. Brother Assad kills it. It turns out he does actually have this.
My blade is ever ready.
Yeah, grenade kill. I don't mind using his grenades because I'm not expecting him to last much longer, so I may as well get some use out of it. And now we just have killed 3 enemies with grenades. And unfortunately, Brother Interceptor Assad has survived the first encounter. Basically running headlong into a group of mobs with no support, other than moral support, obviously, from all of his rank 9 brothers, as they just kind of watched him kill everything, because he is an interceptor. Of course, he's at death's door, which is exactly where we need him to be. Now, again, about this resilience stat. So, I can't remember exactly how much your Marines start off with. It's either 3 or 4 resilience, but what that means is they can suffer a number of injuries that would outright kill a normal human, up to the number of their resilience stat. And it's only when they've exhausted all of their resilience that they actually fall over and die, except even then, they're not really dead. I mean, they're completely unsalvageable. They'll never be going into battle again, unless they get encased within the body of a dreadnought, which is also an option, but generally speaking, they're written off as Marines, and they're held in stasis in the Apothecarium. Ooh. Right. Go on, brother. Don't worry, we've got your back. Oh, a defensive zone. Interceptor is sad. We have a job for you. Let's see if we can get... And remember, he can take a critical wound on this mission, and that will cost him a resilience point, but he'll get back up again afterwards in this mission. So we're going to teleport him. I'm not sure if this is actually going to trigger that Terminator Champion's defense, because he didn't move. Oh, it didn't. Awesome. Oh, it kind of did. I mean, the movement in the zone didn't because it was a teleport, but the action within the zone did. And there we go. He has now suffered a critical wound. But remember, he's going to get back up again because he's a Marine. Although that has now cost him a point of resilience. That doesn't mean I get to commune with the Fallen at the end of this mission, because he has many resilience points. I have to have that happen to him multiple times over the course of multiple missions. That's how hard it is to kill a Marine, even if you're trying to do it. But at least it's a start. So, Assad's down, but not out. The rest of the squad are going to have to start pulling their weight.
Seeking the tainted.
So, let's see. Let's set up some Overwatch. Although, it's the thing with Overwatch, the range is actually quite limited. But the Terminator champion doesn't have any range attacks. I think he's just far enough away that he'll be able to make it into the Overwatch zone without actually being able to hit. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. This guy. Okay, we're good. He wasn't able to move far enough to take shots at us because he easily outranges the Overwatch range. So if you've been able to make it up to the top level, somebody would have taken some damage. But he didn't, so it's all good. So, while Interceptor Assad is shirking his duties and having a quick smoke break at the back there, I'm just going to set up some more Overwatch to deal with this Plague Champion. Because he is not a ranged enemy, although he might have a grenade to throw. Oh well, I'm kind of committed now. Probably going to get shot at by the Plague Terminator at the back with the assault cannon. But, yeah, there it goes. And he's stunned.
This is your rise.
Let's see what Seed Carrier's up to. Does he have? Yeah, grenade. Yeah, I was worried that might happen. Alright. His Interceptor Assad finished his cigarette. And yeah, this is the other thing. Unfortunately, while we did stun that guy with all the Overwatch fire, he gets back up again at the beginning of my turn. And even worse, he's recovered almost all of his stun points, so I can't just hit him once, re-stun him and then execute him. I feel vaguely cheated. Right, do I really want to... I mean, Vortex of Doom seems like a bit of a waste on one guy. It will hurt him severely and strip all of his armour. I don't want to be running past this Plague Champion though, because he's going to get an opportunity strike off, so let's just concentrate on taking this guy out. Justicar Iolanthus, Hammer Hand Strike. Oh, +2 stun. Disable the shield, +2 stun, break his armour. So many choices. I think we're going to go for +2 stun. A lot of the time when you're inflicting and stacking stuns on enemies, they die before you manage to get them stunned because you're just doing so much damage, but yeah. This guy has a lot of health and armour. 12 health remaining. Yeah, even this guy's probably going to die before we manage to get the second stun off, which is a bit of a shame. I do need to worry about this autocannon at the back though, so Chaplain Storm is going to provoke him, so he's going to get really, really, really upset. Forget that he has an autocannon and come charging at the Chaplain.
Yes, come on.
Smack this guy up with the Chaplain's remaining 2 action points. Actually, no, we'll kill him with Librarian Force. I need the experience on him now. Easy kill. Now, I think we'll just set up Overwatch again, because the Plague Terminator with the autocannon is really, really upset. Chaplain Storm spilled his pint, so he's going to have to walk towards us while eating all of that lovely Storm Multiplier. And of course the distance covered, because of that bad mobility, meant that he wasn't able to actually do anything when he got there. So, right, who are we going to kill him with? Oh, Interceptor Storm's back up. He's finished his cigarette, look. He's decided to report for duty again. Hello, brother. So glad you finally decided to join us. Don't worry, we've got this. You take your time, it's fine. Oh, I've actually managed to get a stun off on this fella. Alright. Well, I'll take the execute, not that I actually need the extra action points, but we'll make sure we get the kill with the Librarian. I do love these Librarian kill animations. And yes, I know, the animations are tied to the weapon that you're carrying, not the class of Marine. I get it, but the Librarian's the one with the warding stave. So that's why I get that animation when he gets it. Oh look, there's another patrol. Brother Interceptor Assad, you appear to have found some enemies. Now don't go rushing off ahead of us. We'd hate to be unable to support you from back here. More Terminators.
Purge
Yeah.
the beasts.
Right then. Well, off you go, brother. I'm sure you've got this. Jingles, why don't you spend a willpower point for a 4 strike since he's about to die very soon? You may as well use it. Well, yeah, but he was running into a defensive zone, so the willpower point on the 4 strike would have been wasted. He was never going to get to use it. That Plague Champion just bitch-smacked him with the shield the second he walked into the defensive zone. Oh no, brother. Your impetuousness has caused you to run off ahead of the rest of the squad. We are unable to support you from here. Whatever shall we do? It'll be fine. It really won't. So, yeah, same old routine. We'll just observe from up here. And set up Overwatch just in case. I think I see another provoke coming on in the immediate future from Chaplain Storm, although not just yet. We'll wait to see what happens. To Brother Interceptor is sad, and he's down again. The quarterback is toast, and he is now out for the rest of the mission. You can't suffer 2 critical wounds on the same mission. Not even the Marines are that tough. So we now have a 3-man squad. And of course, all of the enemies are stopping just short of the Overwatch zone, because of course they are. Although, you know, on the bright side, I suppose, the Plague Marine with a hazard spray didn't have enough action points to also set up a hazard zone. So, yeah, I mean, it's not all bad news. The bad news, of course, is that I now have a 3-man squad, and this is entirely my own fault. I mean, that's kind of the point. So I do need to actually start taking this seriously.
Yes, Commander.
So, Iolanthus. Iolanthus is a bit of a badass, you know. Of my Marine roster, I still have only 3 Marines who are still the basic starting classes. Apothecary Han, Interceptor Storm, and Justicar Iolanthus. Yeah, not using the Storm Bolter from up here, the range penalties are too severe. And here's the problem. I mean, I've only got 3 Marines to deal with this. I need to kill the guy with a hazard spray, otherwise he's going to nuke everybody as they come down to engage. But it'll cost me too many action points to get down there and maybe kill him. And also, that'll put me in range of the guy with the assault cannon. Sorry, auto cannon. Unless I use one of my stratagems and dominate him for a couple of turns. So he's going to start attacking his enemies. And then rather than running everybody down there to deal with the other 2, which will just result in everybody not having enough action points left to actually deal with the other 2, I'm going to use Brother Foros's Gate of Infinity ability. Oh, I've just dominated the guy with the shield and the flail, haven't I? Yeah, this is the guy with the autocannon. Well, it looked like he had an autocannon from his outline behind. Look, shut up, alright? So, yeah, I was talking about what a badass Iolanthus is. Get in there, my son. Because he is actually a bit of a badass. And having that Honour the Chapter ability is extremely useful. I mean, I'm populating the roster now with all kinds of advanced classes. I've got a Librarian, I've got a Chaplain, I have a Paladin. I don't have a Purifier yet, because I don't really like the look of them. I focus mainly on... Well, they're the range weapon specialists, although they tend to focus on heavy flamers, which are really, really dangerous, but they don't have a lot of range. And I figured, well, what's the point in having a ranged support class that has actual less range on his ranged weapons than the rest of the Marines do with their Storm Bolters? So I haven't bothered with Purifiers, although I might try in the future, because when I finish this playthrough, I am definitely starting again with another playthrough and trying out different tactics and different combinations of Marines. What are we going to do here? Yeah, we'll save the melee weapon just in case. There goes his Power Fist. And here's the kill.
Another one down.
Hello, what's this patrol up to? Nothing important. Right, so... Well, it's not it. There is still, you know, a dominated Plague Champion on the other side of the wall, but he's not going to stay dominated for long. So we should probably deal with him while we still have time. There he is. Right then, Iolanthus. He still has a lot of willpower, so we'll use a hammer hand crit strike with his force halberd. Yeah, we'll go for the +2 stun. You never know, I might actually get to stun and execute this fella. Although, I'm not relying on executes here. As already stated, a lot of these Plague Terminators have so many stun points that by the time you've inflicted enough stun damage on them, they're usually dead anyway. So we're just going to beat him to death. Librarian Foros, you have just used 5-point Gate of Infinity, so get in there, get the kill, and recover the willpower, as well as the seed. So, 1 seed carrier to go. And remember, once you extract the final seed, or kill the last seed carrier, that triggers the mission end conditions, so no matter what else is happening, the enemy immediately get all of their remaining reinforcements and you have to survive 2 turns. So, this is going to be a bit of a problem, because I don't have an Interceptor anymore. Interceptor's melee attacks cannot be parried, and that's a whole bunch of Plague Bearers who have a 50% chance of parrying the first melee attack made against them, and a Plague Ridden who is generating a cloud of flies that reduces all melee damage, sorry, all ranged damage by 2. So it's going to be tricky for me to kill them all in melee, and it's going to be tricky for me to shoot them, and I only have 3 Marines. So we've opened up with the Vortex of Doom, and now we are teleporting everybody in there. I must kill the Plague Ridden, because he's generating the cloud of flies. Oh shit, I've just realised something. I still need to kill 3 enemies with grenades. Finally remember to equip the grenades. Forget to use the grenades. There you go. And thus another meme was born. I think I only have 2 grenades left. So, well, the Plague Ridden does need to die. I need to get rid of that cloud of flies. Although, the cloud of flies doesn't reduce damage from grenade attacks, because they're technically not really ranged weapons. Oh, you know what I mean. Because reasons. So I need to get this guy down to low enough health that 1 grenade can kill the 3. So, don't kill him, Iolanthus. Yeah, we'll disable Extreme Corruption just in case he does survive this attack and he can't do an AoE affliction. Right, now don't kill him. You need to finish them with grenades. Unfortunately, I have kind of made another problem for myself here, because I've teleported everybody right into them, and you can see that it's impossible, because grenades have a minimum throwing range. It's impossible. I mean, the grenade will kill all 3, but it'll also hit Iolanthus and Foros, and that would be less than optimal. Well, shit. And I can't just move everybody away and then toss a grenade, because all of those Plague Bearers will get reaction attacks off. I do still have the Gate of Infinity stratagem, but that'll cost everybody an action point, and I still need to kill everybody who isn't going to get killed by the grenade. Yeah. Can Forrest get the grenade off now? Oh, he can fall back without suffering a melee attack. Alright, we'll do that. And now, who's got the next grenade? Not Chaplain Storm. Let's give Iolanthus. Iolanthus? No. Let's give Librarian Foros the extra 2 action points. And he will use the grenade. There we go. 3 kills. This should be it. That should be the glorious deed. It'll also be the end of the mission.
Well, Commander, I trust your men deserve some samples from my service. Do return the edict at once.
And they have 2 reinforcement waves, so there's a whole bunch of bad guys coming through these rifts. We have to survive 2 turns now. But the glorious deed is complete. We have killed 5 enemies with grenades. Now we just have to hold for extraction. Oh, and it's 3 turns, not 2 turns. Well, I need to finish these guys off. And so instead of shooting and killing this Plague Bearer, I completely forget that they have a 50% chance to parry the first melee attack made against them. and waste Foros's remaining action point. Great. Then again, they only get the 50% chance to parry the first melee attack made against them, so he's not going to parry this. And Chaplain Storm gets the kill. That leaves one Plague Bearer. He is in hard cover though, so he's going to take reduced range damage. Chaplain Storm wouldn't be able to kill him with his one remaining action point even if he didn't parry the first attack, but I do still have this Gate of Infinity. I don't have to kill anybody else, I just have to hold out for 3 turns. And so we've got a gate opening over there, we've got a gate opening there, we've got one Plague Bearer. So, and yeah, the stratagem Gate of Infinity costs everybody an action point, but nobody's got any action points left anyway, so haha. Right, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. And you're not hard enough because you only have enough action points to get to the squad, not to do anything when you get there. So a Plague Champion Terminator and Terminator with an autocannon and oh shit. Dreadnought. Nope. No, I think we're getting the hell out of here. We're going to need to deal with that Plague Bearer. Oh, and what's the Warp Surge? What the fuck? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, the good news, everybody gets a willpower point back. The bad news, 2/3 of the squad are plagued. I have never seen this Warp Surge before. Right. Okay, that was lucky. Didn't parry that one. Come on, Islanders, do it. And didn't parry that one. Left them on 1 hit point. I could just shoot it, but hey, 3rd time's the charm. Didn't parry any of those attacks. My problem now, of course, is I have 2 Terminators, one with an autocannon, and a fucking Dreadnought. I'm not interested in fighting them with 3 Marines, 2 of whom are suffering damage every turn from the plague that they've just been afflicted with. So we're just going to hunker down on the side of this wall and wait it out. Well, that seems a bit cowardly, Jingles. Well, those are our orders. Not wait for extraction, not do anything fancy. Hold for extraction. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we were nice and safely hidden on the side of this wall, and then the Dreadnought decided that he didn't want the wall to be there any longer. Okay, Brother Foros, you have enough action points for another Gate of Infinity, don't you? I think it's time we put those abilities to good use. Let us get the hell out of here. I can't cleanse this plague either, because there's no Medicaid servo skulls. But I only have to hold out for 1 more turn. So I'm going to conduct a tactical retreat. That's right, we're not running away. We're just advancing in a different direction. Get everybody the hell away from those enemies. And wait for teleport. Yeah, here it comes. Wow. That Dreadnought doesn't mess around, does it? Oh man, that wasn't even the Dreadnought. This is the Dreadnought. Too slow, fatty. You had your chance, and you blew it.
Teleport coordinates locked. Initiating sequence.
Mission complete. Glorious deed completed. And it got a bit touch and go towards the end there, but it's all good. Interceptor is sat, will be back up and, well, you know, as long as he's recovered from the critical wound, that'll probably take about a week, and then we can just put him straight back into the grinder again. And run down that resilience stat. But show them what they won, Bob. Right. 15 requisition points. Okay, let's take a look at the armory access. So the war gear, don't really care. Power armor though, tier 3, holy shit, that is good. Power armor with 5 bonus health, and it can have 7 bonus health. Extra movement, a lot of extra movement, and the wearer is immune to hazards. Holy shit, we're having that. And what about this Force Halberd? That's tier 3 as well. Oh wow, that is amazing. This thing can do 7 damage. 15% crit and 9 damage on a crit. We are having that too. I can give that Force Halberd to Iolanthus, or Paladin Thule, because Marines in Terminator armor can wield two-handed weapons in one hand. But today, it's all about Interceptor Isad, who performed his duties exactly as was expected of him. He's now critically wounded, but did earn a promotion. So while I'm perusing where to spend his ability points, I'd like to draw your attention up here to the resilience stat. Note that it says 3 of 4. So he's expended 1 resilience point, and he can take another 3 critical wounds before he becomes a fallen brother, gets put into the stasis tanks and the apothecarian, where Paladin Thule can commune with him in order to respec his own ability points. But what I have failed to take into consideration here is that as Marines gain rank, they also gain resilience points. They don't gain them every time they gain a rank, but if you have a look at rank 9 Interceptor Storm here, you can see that he, because he has also suffered a critical wound earlier on in the campaign, he is sitting at 6 of 7 resilience points, not 4. So if I keep promoting Interceptor Isad, I'm going to end up having to take him on even more missions in order to exhaust all of his resilience points. And I haven't noticed this yet, but I will, and I will not be happy about it. All of that coming up in a future video. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're all having a great day. And as always, be pure, be vigilant, behave.